guided by your word to seek and strive to bring honor and glory to you. That the words that are behind these gentlemen and these women and the people of this county, in God we trust, is not just a sign on the wall, but it is a way of life because of the newness of life that your Son, Jesus Christ, and the power of your Holy Spirit brings into every born-again believer. And so I pray, Father, for these men and for these women as they strive to do business, may they do it being sensitive to the leading of your Spirit, according to your word, and all to your honor and glory. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Anybody else speak in the other form that you got?
Judge, could you speak up a little bit, please?
I'm sorry?
Could you speak into the microphone more, please?
Can you hear that?
Yes, sir.
The public forum?
Yes, sir.
So, I had Sean to come and explain this so that they'll find it on the web. Go ahead.
So we are doing the live stream. This is the first Commissioners Court we are live streaming internally. There are links on the county home webpage, co.trinity.tx.us, leading to both the county Facebook page and YouTube page. With Facebook, there is a stipulation where we have to wait 60 days to get 100 followers before we can go live. We're still in that initial 60-day phase. So the live stream currently is only on YouTube. Once we reach that 60-day, 100-follower minimum that we have to have on Facebook, the live stream will be on both Facebook and YouTube.
Thank you.
Y'all all understand that? Number 4, approve the minutes.
Your Honor, I read through them. I didn't find any discrepancies at all. So move this adopted. Did you find one?
Number 20. Is that? What is that on?
That was rules of meeting,
That was that media stuff?
conduct and the form of meetings at Trinity County.
Well, Stephen made the motion, and I seconded it. If I remember right, am I right, Stephen?
Yes, right. Okay.
And it's got me making the motion,
And then me second.
and you seconded it. That's not right.
Oh, that was me second. I didn't remember all that yet. With these changes,
You got that?
Yes, I'll contact
any more things, Kelly?
That's all I
With these
said.
corrections.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Last week we didn't, we all agreed on it, but we didn't sign off on it from that engineer planning subdivision. considered in Commissioners Court.
He's across the street. I just texted Rebecca to see if he was coming.
We don't. Discuss and act on official bonds. Number 6, discuss and act on the approval of personal action.
If I may, Judge, I got one on there that's, my part-time truck driver. He's going to move to full-time. I had a full-time step down, but he's gonna sign the waiver and everything. He don't need insurance or anything like that. I'm just using him a little more since I don't have, using him a little more than 29 hours a week. So I wanted to make it clear that when we get down to that threshold of hours that's needed, we have insurance, that he don't need the insurance.
Is a lot of that related to the balloon?
No, it's related to one, I really have two, I really supposed to have two full-times, but one of mine went down to part-time, so I only have one full-time, so it's kind of less than my hours a little bit.
Make a motion to approve.
A second.
All in favor? Number 7. Receive monthly payroll report, July 2024. All right.
Can I actually ask if we go back to 6 real fast?
Yes, sir.
And I want to pass out another one that wasn't in your packet. Right quick.
Lindsay,
Hargrave.
she resigned, but she's moving, right? She's already moved. So I'll amend my motion, I guess, but we done voted on it. I'll just make a motion to approve this. Second.
Nancy Hargrave. All in favor?
Aye. Paid to lose her. She's been with us, what, 5, 6 years?
Yeah, sure has.
She always helped me.
Apologize. I was across the street paying some jurors.
I
And
understand.
rush back.
How much money do we spend over there? I mean, what did you cost? I don't know.
Well, so, for every juror that gets sworn in on the first day, it's $20. And then, each juror that gets selected, as they continue that each day, averages $58 a day for jury service.
$20 the first day, $58 for every day that they serve on the jury. I tied that thing up for a while over there.
Receive the monthly report.
So, in your packet, you'll see that we've got a summary sheet showing all the payroll, the gross payroll, part-time, and all of the withholdings. And then obviously the support for each of those.
receipt file listed.
Next in your packet, you'll see, this is our monthly schedule, shows a bunch of different stuff. Starts with our assurance that all of our funds are invested according to the Public Funds Investment Act, according to our county investment policy. The, shows all the receipts, all the cash that was received, where it was received from.
Or is the interest still staying at the 5?
We're still above 5. There is a strong, almost 100% guarantee now that in September, the Federal Reserve is going to cut interest rates. And so we expect that to start decreasing. I think there's a pretty strong assumption that it's going to be 50 basis points at this time. So that'll be 0.5% interest rate cut. And so we expect next month to see those rates start coming down a little bit as the Fed is basically saying, hey, we've been successful in combating some of these things, so now we're going to start reducing those rates. And so that obviously directly correlates with the interest rates that we get on our investment accounts. And so that will, I expect we'll see probably about, 0.5% interest rate cut. Now that's still going to keep us close to probably just right under 5% on that. What that 4.75? Probably a little higher than that. Probably 4.95. I imagine would be kind of where we land. Obviously, the big caveat is, all that's subject to the Federal Reserve's decisions. But there is a strong idea that right now in September they're going to be cutting those rates, and some people are saying 25 basis points, but I think there's a pretty strong indicator that's probably going to be 50 basis points cut in September. So at least by the end of the year, we know that's most likely going to be 50 to 75 basis point cut. So by the end of December, we imagine that that's probably going to be somewhere about 4.75 is what that would equate to for us here on our interest. So that's
Still good.
it's still better than what we get anywhere else. And again, with our pools that we're invested in, that definitely allows us the flexibility. We're getting the highest yield, but that's the least consideration. Safety, obviously. I know I go over this every time, but that's what the law requires of us from the Public Funds Investment Act. Safety is number one, liquidity second, and then yield being the last consideration. These pools, though, check all those boxes and allow us to be very liquid, very safe, and then also earn a little more than what we would just have at the local bank. So we're grateful for that, that we have the opportunity to invest in that as a public entity and have that safety still be a part of it. And so, who knows where it's going to be a year from now, based on what the Fed is going to do, but I don't know that they know what they're going to do yet. So we'll ride it as long as we can, I expect, and hopefully it'll help us out. So that's where all that stands. For the monthly yield in Texas class, the interest rate was 5.44%. Still for July, so that was still a pretty good interest rate for us to basically be in a glorified money market account, basically. So that's pretty handy.
Or I'm looking at this Texas class, and it's a SB 22 constable. It's got 23,000. What's that for? Next to the last one of those sheets, I believe.
So that was money that we received from the SB 22 Senate bill
The state.
from the state.
Oh,
Correct.
That's just extra money that you hadn't used yet.
Right,
Okay.
for the constables.
All right.
So, that's where that's put, earning a little bit, some, obviously not a large sum there, but
Make a little something off
make a little something off of it while we can, so
There
that's
you go.
what we're trying to do.
We need a motion to approve it, Judge. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Thank you.
Number 9, discuss and act approval of monthly financial for July 31st, 2024. Ms. Bonnie is out sick today, but Ms. Molly is taking her place.
I'll do my best.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the monthly financial report, just kind of a quick comparison of the general fund. The average usage for July should have been around 83%, payroll around 85%. The ad valorem taxes collected has increased over the year by 5.91%. Total revenue received through July is 29% of the budget. Total expenditures through July was 85% of the budget. Net income of $550,952.58.
Do we have any kind of update on FEMA, or have we heard anything back from FEMA?
I have not. I know Vicky's been working real hard with him. The lady that she's been dealing with is kind of hard to deal with.
So what I've heard.
Yeah, so Vicky's doing her best and she's getting through all of that.
I'm also supposed to people underneath her, and they're asking questions to that department. You want to step lightly and hope for the best, you won't be left out. FEMA has actually been broke. They won't say that, but if you look at all the stuff in Washington, they're run out of money. They're not broke. They run out of money. And the federal people are out right now on break, but they're coming back in September. And if it's gonna be approved, we don't know how much, but it looks like they can get an extra $9 billion somewhere in there. And it'll be approved, and then they'll start funding, and it looks like a lot of this money will start coming November, December, and January. Somewhere here in a second. Also, when I'm saying that, out at the Y out here, FEMA set up, if anybody's been in Payroll, the hurricane's been affected by it, they're set up, and they told us not to go online and lost goods with your electricity, but if you can show up there, you can actually get a check that they say when, they say don't get a check. I'm sorry, go ahead.
That's all I have on the monthly report.
I see we're about 80% forward line right now, I was, I think.
Roughly.
Yes, that's pretty good.
I'm over. Way contract all taking me up during all this damage and floods.
Yeah, you get
Hopefully FEMA comes through for us.
my contract on with, so much to do. Get no choice.
You know, all the commissioners pushing the sand, pushing the rock. Our budget, second flood, it was about half us out for money. And then we haven't had no help with this 2 or 3 disasters. We had 2 disasters, 4 floods.
Well, we still waiting on rock and stuff to be delivered, so it's just where we're at with all this stuff.
Yes, that's correct.
I'll make a motion to approve. Second.
All in favor? Discuss an act of approval of claims and invoices for the disaster-related purchases. All of them.
That was pretty straightforward, 2 weeks, it was $9,102.69. It's pretty much for fuel, oil, and some material.
How is it just fuel and precinct coal?
What's your question?
I said, I'm looking at it, it says Hughes Petroleum, and it's got the SO, and it's got precinct four. Why is it just those two that's been approved?
Because it's all I got here in that particular week. This is just 1 week. So it goes off of the week that the invoices come to me. So during this particular week, I don't get invoices for all of y'all every week. It's just.
So you're saying that if I had just had my tank filled up a few days before the flood, or I filled them up a few days after the flood, I don't get reimbursed?
Well, you do. It's just gonna catch it at a different time. It's gonna get added to this.
You know I won't mind.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
So, but yes, it will be there during the week that I receive the invoice.
The mail, when it comes, if she's got a bill, got a bill there, she's gonna pay it, and that's what it's reflected. If your bill comes in
This is
afterwards,
not a
it's
total
reflected
sum.
next time.
This is just for a week or 2 week period.
Snapshot.
Yours will probably be on the next week, and mine probably won't be.
Okay.
Right.
I'm gonna check it, but we got to keep eye on y'all.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor? Okay, number 11, discuss an act on approval on surplus maintenance trailers lease order.
Judge, I went over and looked at them trailers. Did y'all ever go over and look at them or anything? Any of them need them or?
I looked at them, I don't really want to go with them.
Did they ever put a price on
None, we need to find out if y'all want them or not.
them?
We can't put a price, you just put it out for bid.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to know what the price is before I tell you yes or no.
Well, I know I had one guy want to pay $800 for one, but I said that's
Right.
I think I've got through a sealed bid.
You may get it for
Not for the precincts, yet. We just have to agree on it.
and then write a check back to the maintenance.
Is it a camper trailer? Huh?
Camper trailer? No, they're mowing trailers, hauling trailers, just anything you can put them.
I don't need them. I got 3 trailers over there.
I think, well, I'll take the little one. I want
Can you put a price on it, $800?
those. I ain't paying $800 for it. Mine's that little one.
I pay $800 for the big one. What do you want for it? Your department?
No,
How you want to do it,
I
Judge?
don't, if y'all want them,
No, we're gonna, we'll pay for
Yeah, we're not, I'm picking that on, but they go ahead, so we're going to, Stephen wants a little,
Stephen wants a little one.
and Neil wants the big. How are you gonna let that,
I always get let
I don't
down.
have a trailer to pull my lawnmower around, and that'd be perfect on my lawnmower.
That's what it's. And I can hear that,
I'm used to it.
I'm ready.
Boy, ain't you guys.
I always get let down.
Discuss an act of approval on donation to pet fixers.
Y'all didn't do a motion.
Oh, a motion on the trailer.
I'll make a motion to do that.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
That's on the trailer. Discuss an act of approval on donation to pet fixers.
Judge Debbie was here last, she's back there now, and the lady has done a good job on that, and last year, we upped it to 15, and I'd like to make a motion to give it 15 again.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So approved. Number 13. Open review and award the bid on that clay all sand. Is that for?
And contract call. Contract call.
Yeah, this is,
Oh, it doesn't really help,
well,
or you don't need to.
I'm not gonna be able to, won't send anything here, I think. Be sure to schedule that for next year.
I don't know about that.
I got one.
All right, the first one is this Eagle Construction. This is, clay. For the, sand, all sand per ton, Eagle Construction for precinct 1 in the Groveton site is 120. And precinct 2 and 3, they always want to be more. It's 125. And precinct 4 is 130.
I'll call.
Sorry?
That's if we call this in.
Yeah. First, at the plant site. If we go to the plant and pick it up, it's $85 a ton.
That's all in thing.
Uh-huh. All right, on the clay, it's, at the pit site, it's gonna be $10 a ton. For Groveton, it'd be $30 a ton. For 2 and 3, it'd be 35. And for 4, it'd be 35. 35. Okay. Tommy, you next or who?
Yeah.
Which one are you on?
This is gonna be, just hauling, nails over to the right of the sheet.
Mhm.
So, the first one's gonna be hauling oil sand. Obviously, there's no plant site, it's hauling only. Precinct 1 is gonna be 24,
This is all same.
oil sand,
Precinct 1,
24,
what?
all over 24, all precincts are $24.
Oh, okay.
And then Clay, he's got a pit, so it's $5 if we go get it, $5
That's up.
a ton.
Okay.
And then $10 a ton if he delivers all of them across the board.
This is old right here.
That's going on.
Which company was that with?
What's that?
That's nails.
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 That's, you're talking about limestone, right?
No, this is all sand
And clay.
and clay.
Yes. That's it.
Okay,
And ain't the one of got limestone on there?
This is just oil, sand, and clay. Yeah, just materials for oil, sand, and clay.
Oh, they're trying to get that the way it is.
okay, I have, Texas Materials or East Texas Asphalt.
Okay, Texas.
Price per ton at the plant sites, $88.
That old sand or what?
This is all sand. $88 to deliver to precinct 1 is $105.77. Precinct 2 and 3, $107.73. Precinct 4 is $98. And there's no bid for clay whatsoever. None.
And that's from Texas Materials.
That's ETA.
Yes, that's East Texas Asphalt.
Oh,
Texas materials bought out.
Yeah, same.
that ain't Crocker.
Lufkin one, they make it out of Lufkin, so it won't be as bad as it is. They make that oil sand with Lufkin.
Okay, I got it.
It looks to me like Dams is cheapest.
How much was nails on the, old sand?
24.
24, either one of them.
But it's just,
Right
that's just
across.
all.
That's just
I
all.
got more from Brian here.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
This is the oil sand, this is price per ton at the plant site. So I guess that's when we pick it up, it's $72 a ton. And there's no delivered price. And it has at the bottom a note that says refined road oil. I guess it would be per tanker, it's $695 a ton, delivered to all precincts.
695.
That's tanker of oil.
Well,
Is that-
you can figure that in, that a tanker is
Times
17,000 and something dollars. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's what they
That's
charge.
what it is.
17,000.
Yeah. That was just,
I don't know how many tons is on that truck.
I'd probably say it's probably, it'll have to be 22.
That's what they
25.
charge me, $17,600.
Has to be somewhere around that area. All sales went up a little bit from when I did Lake Cable this past year.
68.
It was 68 last time, so they went up to $72 per plant site. Just $4 is what they went up. But I will tell you, the quality that it rolls down and makes, all you guys have seen it makes a real good road if you don't get 46 inches of rain on
before we award this, I get, and you make an answer to this, I get clay from pit on, 356, that we've got clay from for years, and actually some other commissioners get rock from. We just go over there and get it. I don't know I don't know if he's supposed to put a bid, but we already got a contract with him, so I don't know how that works. We already got a contract, Dwayne Allsworth, we already got a contract with him to do it, so I'm wondering, he didn't enter in none of this, so.
He did not do the oil sand or the clay. And the limestone has been postponed.
Yeah.
So I think he's supposed to be doing a bid packet for that one.
Okay, but I know he's gonna, it's right there in my precinct, so it's convenient for me to get it done.
Are you worried about using them for clay still?
Yes.
I think in the past it's come up and you can use them intermittently, as needed.
When you jump over $50,000.
It's something like that. As long as it's just kind of like a case by case.
I'm just saying, that when I put in culverts, it's mostly in subdivision roads, so I'm right there, you understand what I'm saying?
I believe Bonnie would say, because this has come up before.
I think so, yeah.
I just figured you would
If
put
it's
it needed.
periodically, then yes, you should be able to do
Just
that.
on the rocks, all he's gonna be in trouble. He don't have trucks to haul the whole sand. And the clay, he shut his own dump truck down. So he just sells the product. And then somebody else does all of it. That's the reason he didn't bid on it, I'm sure.
Right.
Is in our county, and it is, get a little cheap.
Well, it's not limestone, it's sandstone. But he's got some good, hard sandstone. If you'd make me some, Dwayne, I know you live streaming, so I need some. Maybe this thing will work.
That's
Guessing Brian would be, it's great quality, we saw that.
Here's some
And then
best.
picking it up, if we was
When we
picking,
just bought product from them, our trucks went and hauled it.
if we was picking it up, that's the best price anyway.
Oh, absolutely.
And Jason Helms, if you added $24 a ton to 72, that's $96. That's still cheaper than Eagle Construction or Texas Materials can bring it to us. So if y'all would go, I'd like to make a motion that we go with Brown and Brown if we're gonna go pick it up, and then use Jason Helms for haul.
As the second,
That's,
secondary.
yep, for haul.
I'll second that motion.
What about the road oil, we're gonna put that in there with it, or is that a different bid?
Well, really, it doesn't matter on the road oil because there's only two places in East Texas that you can buy the road oil from.
Well, let me just redo that. I'll make a motion for Brown and Brown if we go pick it up. Brown and Brown if we want to get a tanker of oil, and then use Jason's names for haul.
That's good.
I second it.
That goes through.
You started second.
I don't say, it's fine.
All in favor?
Aye.
Did you get that, Ms. Long?
No brainer. All of it. So she
Okay, number 14, discuss and act approval and issue county credit cards to Constable 3 Precinct. Mark,
So moved.
Second.
all in favor?
Don't abuse it either.
Aye.
Aye.
We're good thing, receive the monthly report from Trinity County Sheriff's Department.
see we have 35. It's locked up right now. That's number right here. July, okay.
Judge, when y'all went up there and met with the, jail commission, first time, you got a year on that variance?
Yes,
And we've had that variance for a year?
yes, sir. We didn't have use of it for a year.
That's what
We got it in August, and it was into January, if I remember correctly, that we actually started using it. And really, it was 6 or 7 months in there that we actually got to use it, but they counted from the regular visit. Even though we had bedding, shower and stuff, yes, it's taken care of that. And we got it for another 6 months, and then it's, I don't know, that might be January, February this year, we got to go back to the sheriff's department, we going back to Austin to see it again.
Don't hold up on my time, Judge. I'll go ahead, whatever you do.
Everything's
Ready?
y'all ready on?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Number 16, discuss an act of approval of reports for the month for July 2024 for the justice. Nancy Duke, Sheffield. It's $28,820.35. $28,820.35. Precinct 1, Judge Mary Wallace. $4,314.72. $4,314.72. This is what our JP's action I took in. .
1
Precinct 2, Lyle Stubbs, 37, 78, 67. 37, 78, 67. Okay, Mr. Keith Johnson, Judge Johnson, precinct 3, 6,979.75. 6,979.75.
So we got my judge is working. But my old park's done in 2 weeks. He probably a bunch of money, didn't he?
Glad he came on. I mean, you know, when things happen like that, and you hated all of us, hated it. Appreciate you stepping up to the plate and helping us out. Okay, Mr. Richard Steptoe, precinct 4, 295779. 295779. Shasta Bergman, 21,455.27. 21,455.27. District Clerk, Julian Steptoe, 11,139 even. 11,139 even. Sheriff's Department, 12,691.59. 12,691.59. County Attorney's Office, 23,091.86. 23,091.86. That's from the county attorney. Hot checks, 1580.46. 1,580.46.
take a break right here, come back at 10:15.
Okay, bring this meeting back to order.
Did y'all do a motion for an approval for it?
Judge number 16, she said we didn't do a motion. I make a motion that we approve all the monthly reports.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. Y'all did all sign. Yes. Thank you. Number 17, discuss an act on setting fall trash cleanup day.
Judge, I had this put on the agenda, usually around this time, we set a date for October for our fall cleanup. I don't know what everybody in the community's plans are, or what weekend or what. I know, the 12th is a BOA meeting for me somewhere. We have one subdivisions, and then I don't know if y'all got an invitation in the mail to the Travis Kitchen benefit deal. That's the 26th. And I don't know, we usually, when is the fair and stuff in Trinity and?
Very
Last, September, last weekend.
Last weekend.
The fair is moved up this year.
Third weekend.
Third weekend. Can we do it on the fifth?
Oh, it is, yeah.
5th of October.
The 5th on, I don't have nothing on the 5th.
Let's do it on the 5th.
Is there any?
Fifth is good for me,
October is it?
because 26th I couldn't do it.
One week gotta go to school.
Last
That's in October.
That's
The last of,
that's, yeah, I gotta know.
5th of October, that sounds good to me. Can I have a motion? So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
We go to school 21st through the 24th.
Okay. Number 18, discuss an act Trinity County Road and heavy haul permit.
I also put that on the agenda. I don't know what y'all's precincts are having going on, but there is a lot of logging going on right now. And basically, I'm not finding out about, some of them are doing it, some of them are coming in and giving me notice. But on some others, they're not coming in and giving me notice, and before I can get out there and look and take pictures of the condition of the road prior, they've already logged for 2 or 3, 4 days, and it's already messed up, so I don't have nothing, no teeth to bite to them if they've actually messed it up. So, I basically wanted to have a little chat with y'all and see what y'all's feelings are. I know that loggers need to make money. I understand everybody needs to make money. But also I'm getting a lot of heat from a lot of people in the community that about their roads toward loggers. So I don't think it's right for the people on this road, for everybody on that road to have to pay, use these tax funds, our money to pay for this. And I don't know what we do or how we solve it. I know the loggers have, permits to be on any road they want to be on. But there's got to be something that we can do, starting with this right here, this heavy haul permit that they need to come in, and other counties that I've spoken with, they give them, like they come in and fill out this heavy haul permit, and they give them a grace period, like you can't get on that road for 3 days. So it gives the commissioner time to go out and get the road. So I just want some of y'all's input, what y'all think. I don't know if y'all are getting hit with loggers, but I've probably got 5 or 6 crews all over precinct 1 right now. And with me being over budget on rock from the floods, I can't afford to keep going in behind and doing it. And there's some that actually have come forward and said, hey, I'll get you loaded to a rock, but not all of them like that. But, they do, some of them do try to help.
So what's the solution in getting them to know that they can do
I don't know if we need to put out some kind of publication or something, maybe in the paper or social media on the website, saying that hey, this is the procedure here, you gotta come in and fill this out, and I would like to give them a grace period before they start, maybe have their, all of them, most of them got secretaries, and they can call, and I think of one or two that actually call in, and their secretaries call in and say, hey, we're gonna be moving in next Tuesday, whatever. And that's fine, it gives me enough time to go out and look at the road and assess the road. But,
If they sneak in, you just call them.
and yeah, and let me make this real clear, that it's not Trinity County loggers doing this. It's not. I mean, there's plenty of loggers here, and I never understood it, that they go off, and I'm not in the business, so I don't know. They go off to different counties, different places to log, and other people, other logging companies from different counties come here. So it's not our loggers and our taxpayers tearing these roads up. It's other loggers from different places tearing these roads up.
Yep, we addressed this a few years ago, and 2 and 3 had in place that they got to come in and get a permit and stuff like this. I had one logger, if y'all remember when I chip and sealed Creekside, the next day when it's sun hot on that road and all that, loggers moved in. And they damaged a part of it. The guy said, just call. So when I get Ronnie ever back over toward our side of the county, just they ready and willing to pay for the spot that they messed up. So it'll work if but we gotta have something in place to make it work.
And then, and to their defense, I don't know if all of them know about our procedures. I'm sure they do. From the different counties do the same thing we do. I just want to be notified that they're there and have no time to get out and look at ABC Road that they're working on, and be able, to take pictures, and then after they get done or during, when there is a big washout or something, know that it wasn't there before, or hey, let's work together and get this road done.
Is it posted on the website?
I don't know.
The heavy haul permit is on the website, but that's all that's listed on the website, is the heavy haul permit.
And
Maybe y'all need a neighborhood, or like they do for watch. Maybe they need to call in and give us that their trucks are running down the front of their house.
and they do. By that time, they're already
Running.
they're already 2 or 3 days into it.
But that's the only way that you know they're even there. Sometimes.
So, what I would suggest is, I wish the newspaper guy was here. Let's put it out, something, hey, this is our procedure. This is what we need to do. Give us 3 to 5 business days to look at this road or whatever, and then you can proceed. That this paper needs to be turned in 5 days before you start logging or whatever.
Maybe you need to look into if somebody does it, they'll get a warning, and then the next time they'll get a fine.
But I don't know if you can, I don't know the legality, or me and Colton, I've talked to Colton about this, and there's not a lot of what we can do, because they can live on the road.
Yeah.
Put it on the website that we're requesting now, or
And to hear people talk in my precinct that there is, I know they got a bond, they got to put up a bond, and I know it probably hurt the company if we went after a bond for them to fix the road, but if we could get this put in place, and them coming in, and then them working with us to help fix what they're doing, then I think it'd be an issue at all.
First thing, is I've been dealing with this since I took office in 13. Second day of January 2013, log trucks was lined up on Trinity Park going out Jack Shaker, and the road was pumping, just pumping. And I started then. When I fought it, I kept them off the road for 4 years till the association, they're pretty strong with the legislatures. They have a timber association. They were fixing to sue Trinity County because I wouldn't let them come out on Jack Shaker Road. Mr. Cecil had spent $96,000 on that road and had it paved about 2008 or 9, and they messed it up. And you know that that's a main road in Trinity because of the school being back there. So I've done spent another 150, 170,000 putting oil sand on top of it. It's been a problem until we all are united together. I don't think you're gonna do anything about it. Other counties have pretty strong rules. Now, you can't stop them from going over that road with log truck. But what you can do is if they haven't done any damage, you file on that permit. We have never, since I've been here, filed on nobody's permit. Now, in the last 2 or 3 years, I've had no problems with log trucks, but they don't notify us. I've got 2 companies over there that notify me every time they come in, Steely and Welch. They notify me if they're moving or doing anything, they call me and let me know. They're good people, and they're from out of town. But you have a lot of them that just show up here, just go in and tear your road up, and they're out here.
The outfit out of Woodville, they stay in contact when they moved out, when they moved them back in, and they're the ones that say when you get the road guy there to repair it, call us, we'll write you a check.
And let me add that there's some bigger tract owners here, that landowners that have helped me as well. So between the 3 of us, me and the landowner and the logging company, we should be able to work together, but I gotta go about it first. You know,
We just have a mandatory permit that's free that everybody has to get. We know about it.
we need to,
That's right.
and I need
But
to, we need to add in there.
What do you do when they don't come get one? Do you shut them down? Can you shut them down?
You can't. You can't. I actually had a case that came up recently kind of about this, and you can't really enforce it. I mean, if they tear up the road, then, you know, maybe there's transportation code, liability of owner or operator for road damage. You would cite them and ticket them with that. But I don't know how you make them sign up for your permit, because you're kind of asking and not telling if there's no consequences. You can ticket them for messing the road up afterwards, you know.
If you can prove that they're the ones that done it.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of times, let me give you a prime example on Trinity Park. In 13, there was 3 different logging companies cutting different tracks. The way these companies sell these logs now, it's all done on the website and in the clouds or whatever y'all call that mess. But anyway, they buy a block of timber and they go in there and cut 140 acres. Well, there's several blocks in there and there's several different logging companies. So I had 3 different logging companies on the road at the same time, and they're all blaming it on each other. Well, I didn't do that, he did that. So that, you know, that's a problem.
Well, I'll tell you, when I was here in Houston County, if it was raining, don't think they can come out there and shut us down. So we just cut a bunch until it dried up enough we get on, but they come shut us down.
Me and the sheriff was pretty close a while back and during that time. And I called Woody. And me and him went down there and there was a logger right there before you pull out on 94. They were cutting their logs off and throwing them in the ditch. And Woody got out and got on them. The next thing I know, we get a call from the Texas Ranger. We just harassing them. Now, nothing ever come of it, but I'm just telling you, they're pretty strong.
I think what needs to happen is, let's start out, let's put it out, and then put it in the paper, put it out on our website again, go to social media, everybody's got social media, and say this is the policy for Trinity County. You gotta come in, you gotta contact our secretary at such number, come in, fill out the permit, and And I think we need to have a grace period on when they can start, 3 days, 5 days, or whatever. They all know, I would imagine they would know, hey, next week we're gonna start on this road. I think they'd have enough time to let us know, and then, even 3 days. I think any of us can get out in 3 days to go take some pictures of the road and check the condition of the road. That's what I think should happen. Maybe if we put it out there some more, and get them going, and then when we go out there, told them, can we do this? Let's say logging company from Lufkin's over here, and they don't fill this out, can we say, hey, we gotta stop right now until y'all go fill out the permit? Is that something we can do?
I don't think so. Because you kind of asking for the permit, you can't really tell. It's the permit, from what I understand, because we talked about this like 3 or 4 months ago,
Yeah.
and I called a logger, and he actually said, hey, they get a newsletter or something like that from the log history, and that actually got brought up, and I don't think you can do it.
I think we push this hard. I think the majority of them aren't comply with this, I would imagine.
I think if they listen to what you say and you put it out there, most of them will be decent and do it, but just know.
Because,
you just know there's not really a lot of teeth.
if I was a logger, I'd want to let whoever know where I'm at, just in case I didn't really tear this road up. It was already torn up, same thing. So I wouldn't be liable for it. So
You would argue that the good loggers probably wouldn't be the ones you need to have permits. It'd probably be the ones that wouldn't think like you think.
Yeah.
They'd want to get rid of it. But
if everybody's up front and they know that we can file on their insurance or their
maybe
bond.
these loggers are police themselves. The ones that do the permits will tell you, hey, this not me, this such and such outfit. I would say, because if they do tear up the road, you could do something with that. Maybe get some trail cameras, those cell phone cameras that are time stamped, or maybe alert you or something like that, so you can go out there. If you know there's something happening, then you can have that camera on the side of the road, and you can see these trucks. Hey, these trucks work for such and such outfit. And they said, well, we didn't do it. And we said, well, here are all these pictures of y'all, using a skidder to push a log truck through a washout. I think you should do the permanent thing, like you said, but just be aware that there's not going to be too much you can do about it if they don't do it. But you might have to be proactive, and if you want to catch them and, ticket them, you're going to have proof. And I think those cameras would probably be the way to go.
You have any idea offhand, like if we was at the point where they got a ticket, what that would cost them out of their pocket or anything like that?
No, I don't know where it would be.
The way I understand it works is if you file on for that permit, then they have to pay the state a lot more for the next year's permit on that truck. They pay about $3,000 a truck to the state of Texas
So that's
for that permit.
They have a permit that they go through the state. So since they've already paid through the state, it's kind of nickel and diming them, and that's why they don't have to pay, do an additional permit through the county.
So it's kind of like your insurance, you get a rest, your insurance goes up. If we file on their bond or their insurance or whatever, then it's going to go up to the state.
Two, and they pay for extra weight to haul.
But you realize that we don't have a weight license guy assigned, or nobody at the sheriff's department. Weight license where you could weigh them.
If you find out who the timber company is or the buyer of the timber, that's a better way to go. I found out if you go directly to the timber management company that actually bought the timber, call them. They'll usually work with you. And
They have with me.
They'll tell the loggers to stop or go or to go a different way. I have a road out there that has 2 access ways, and I have to convert them every year. There's a different crew that's not familiar with which way to go, and I always find out who the guy is that bought the timber, calling him, telling him, no, don't go this way, I want you to go an alternate route. And it seems to work.
So you don't think we should just put it out there, get it in the newspaper, and get ready to put up an article and try to push it more and find this grace period?
It's not going to hurt.
Well, I'll
Just know
yeah.
that, in February or January, there ain't, you know, like, hey, they didn't fill out the permits.
No.
I don't think there's much we can do besides just ticketing them for, you know, the road being messed up.
You know, you can prove.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to prove it, and I mean, it'd be good to coordinate with the law enforcement agency, but you could also get a camera yourself. You know, that might not be a bad thing to get, you know, one of those, cell phone cameras that, you know, ding you when someone's motion or something. Of course, if it's a busy road, you're gonna be, yeah.
Well, I don't know if it needs a motion or not, but I think we need to push it a little harder. And like I said, a lot of us on board with this. If there's a few that's not, then that's the few that we have trouble with. So, do we need that form of motion to try to push it a little harder, or what do you think? Is it discussing that?
Yes, discussion act.
I say I made a motion to we kind of revamp this and put a grace period on it. What do y'all think, 3 days? I think we can get out in 3 days. 3 days, they have to have this in 3 days in advance. Get it out on the website, they can talk to Tony, get it in the newspaper, make some kind of post on social media, something of the sort that we can get this kind of going in our favor. I'll make that form of motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Mark, have you had a chance to check to see what it entails to be a licensed man?
There's some training that you have to go to, for DOT. There's two different types of DOT, there's DOT and there's a federal DOT. But for a state DOT would be what you're talking. But to get a state,
You don't have no figures.
it's a week-long training, 40-hour training for DOT inspection.
Send those constables,
Huh?
y'all can send the constables to that training.
That was my full intentions of sending that constable and getting him trained.
How much is it? What?
That's what I wanted to find out. Cause I'm gonna have him on speed dial if I have any problems. Okay, Judge, we can go on.
Okay, number 19, discuss an act agreement between precinct 1 and Joey Valley.
This is on French Road. Had some issues during the flood. I need to get on his property and do a little drainage work.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Number 20, discuss an act agreement with Tommy Parks with James Avenue.
Same thing, was his property got flooded out, and I need to open up a couple of ditches on this side of the property.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. 21, discuss an act agreement between Stephen Trust Commissioner and Betty Parker.
I got a drainage issue, I gotta get on private land to address.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved.
Now we've got problems.
Always say that.
Approval of the general election.
I just need you to sign it.
She hadn't called me all year, but she called me yesterday, Judge.
She had an
Kept me on the phone for an hour,
My car and
explaining everything.
Yeah, you want to explain it.
This is just the order that's gonna go in the newspaper. You've got a copy in there, it's the same thing, it just needs your signature right there.
He's got some more questions.
for all your questions.
They want to know about boxes and these and what we have to do now. Make those boxes less.
The way I look at it, I understand where your concern is. Well, during the primary, you have to have a Republican table and a Democrat table. the parties, the Republican and the Democrat parties are the ones who pay for election day. Okay? So if they want to have 15 people each, they're the ones who are responsible for paying for that, not us. The only thing the county pays for is early voting. Follow me? Now, during the general election, the county pays for all of it. So during the general election, the only polling place that's going to have more than 3 people, because the state requires us to have at the minimum 3 people. Well, sometimes we're doing good to have 3 people, okay? Sometimes we only have 2.
That's our point. If you, like senior senate and over there, they converted down to 2 boxes. They didn't do, and let people drive within this.
Well, I have to do more research. If that's what you want to do, then I have to get with the
I
state.
didn't say reduce it down to 2 boxes, but we got a lot for Trinity County.
Consolidate.
We do have a lot, but Trinity County is spread
Just
out.
like he said the other day, and this was our point, the school over there had 8 votes, and we had people with it. Is that what you told us? Well,
Box 5 actually had 50 people vote in the whole election. 14 of them were on election day. We don't pay for election day. So they're
But
gonna have,
somebody pays for it.
the parties do.
So what would the party do with that savings that they got?
That-
What would they spend it?
I am not party affiliated. That is on the parties themselves. You would have to talk to the parties on that.
Well, I ain't party either, but I'm conservative, and I
So,
ain't
yeah.
gonna back up from that.
No.
It's just kinda silly to me, but
Yeah. But, I mean, early voting is what the county pays for. And in early voting, we only have the 3 polling locations open. Our busiest one is Trinity City Hall. That's why there's more people over there. Now, during this general election, you're only gonna have 2 to maybe 3 people at each polling location except for Trinity City Hall, because that is a bigger box. So you seeing 6 people at one polling location during early vote, during election day, during the primary, that's because the parties pay for election days. Each table has to be separate. So they're the ones who are responsible for election day.
but just like that middle school over there he was talking about, and the city hall is less than a quarter.
We tried years ago, when I first took over this position, to get both of those boxes combined, because they were right there. And we were told no back then. That would just confuse the voters, and that couldn't happen.
Oh, and who told you that?
Was it you?
well, she told me yesterday it was, and I
It
can't,
was you.
I can't swear that it wasn't. Cause I want Trinity to have everything that they can possibly have. But I
It
don't
was
want to waste money. I'm not saying cut the box completely out. I'm saying combine it during vote time.
I don't think you can have your cake and eat it too.
Right.
You gotta do
Why,
one.
why can't you?
I think it's either you have the box or you don't have the box.
Right.
You understand?
Right. There's 50 people that vote in box 5. And more people are gonna come out during the general election that are what gonna come out during the primary. So you're gonna have more than 50 people come out there and vote.
What are you grinning about?
It was you the whole time. I mean, he's just saying.
Well, the judge had to break it on out. She told me that yesterday on the telephone.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, really.
Yeah. She told me yesterday.
I just found out.
So the only way to do it is either to cut box 5 completely out.
We have to go through the state to do that, to see what proper channels we need to do that. To
I
cut box
understand.
5 completely out, yes, and move it to 19.
Well, 19's already the biggest box in the county.
Now, keep in mind, I know what the budget looks like, but since I first got to this position, there was only one time I've ever been over budget. And that was when this position was first created, and we didn't know how much it cost because 2 different departments were picking up the cost. So they were still trying to figure all that out. So now, since y'all increased my budget to the 50,000, I've never went over my budget. And right now, it might look like I'm over budget, but I'm actually not, because I've held 2 elections for Western Shores. I have it come out of my budget. Western Shores reimburses me plus 10% of my fee. That goes to the county. But when that money gets brought back in, that money goes into the general fund and not in my line item.
So while you're before us, and before you get out of here, you done got to be a knot. You know, try to eat yours. But we got this new machine. We got it already in.
We've got it in. I'm still learning how to use everything, including the smaller machines.
Has the maintenance people showed up yet to check it out?
Yes. When they delivered it, they tested everything.
And that's still at 18,000 a year just to check that machine?
As far as I know. They're expensive.
So, we're gonna use this machine.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Are you the only one that knows how to run it?
No, I'm not gonna be the only one who knows how to run it. I have my,
You know where I'm going.
yes, I do know where you're
I
going.
don't want that
Hey,
old system that you
Hey,
had.
that's just like, you know, there has to be more than one person who knows how to do that machine.
Well, it wasn't for
That's
all
just
these
fine.
other years.
That was before.
We
I
had to
came
wait
on.
till she got off in the
You
bank.
know, and that's just like me putting you into my job and saying, here you go now, how about it? You wouldn't be able to do it.
Can I ask another question?
Yes, the results will be a lot quicker.
That's kind of, is that what you're getting?
Yes, the
Well-
results will be a lot quicker.
The old machine, we had to wait till the lady that operated it got off at the bank to get over there and run it, because she was the only one that knew how to run it. I said, what if she has some unfortunate accident?
And you were right about that.
So I want to make sure that we've got somebody
Oh, yeah.
trained, and I don't want it to be 10:30 when we
No,
find out who
no.
wins and loses.
The early voting
Yes.
results should be out by 7 o'clock.
I mean, Trent Ashby was calling me, and he got 16 or 19 counties, and he had every one of them except Trinity. That's unbelievable.
Well, when you're running with a machine like what we had, and you have to stop, and you have to arrange every single ballot to make sure that they're going in.
You don't have
in
that
the right-
excuse no more.
No, I do not.
I'm gonna be
Because,
testing
hey, because
in
you know
November.
what? This machine, it doesn't matter if they're upside down, backwards, if they're a little, you know, crinkled up, it's still gonna read that ballot.
Good.
So that's gonna cut out a lot of time in having to make sure everything is in the right order to feed that machine, just for it to get hung up.
On the boxes, is it just gonna, just leave it the way they are for right now, or do we need to?
Yeah, we're gonna leave it like it is.
It's on the record.
That's all the record.
Well, it was on record before, Yeah.
Need a motion to approve this?
What do you need, Judge, to approve this?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay,
I'll second it.
okay.
All in favor?
Okay, are you done with me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Look at you, yeah, for right now.
Your test is in November. And-
Gotcha.
And it's the
Oh,
law.
and that reminds me, early voting starts October the 21st. Of course, again, the first week is Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. That Saturday is gonna be from 7 to 7. It'll be at Trinity City Hall, and it'll also be at Groveton Volunteer Fire Department, because I got a lot of flack from that. So, and then Sunday, it'll be at the same two places from 8 to 2. The second week of early voting is gonna be from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Monday through Friday.
That's on Sunday.
Yes, sir. That's a new state law.
So-
Every county.
Is the law still, you put a preliminary count out at 5 minutes after 7?
That is technically only supposed to be for election day. You know, you're talking about the every so many hours of how many people come in to vote? No?
I'm
Okay.
talking about when you vote for 12 hours,
Mm-hmm.
at 7 o'clock, the law used to be, from my understanding, that at 5 minutes after 7, you put out a preliminary count, and then you put out a final count. Is that the law or not?
No, are you talking about election day?
Yeah.
No. Or you cannot release early voting totals until 7 o'clock. Right it straight up at 7 o'clock is when those totals can be released. You can't release them before then.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you can't release them before then.
I didn't say,
5 minutes after 7.
I said 5 minutes after 7, You put
Well,
a
hopefully,
preliminary
hey,
vote.
hopefully, dear Lord willing, come 7 o'clock, I'll have those results for you on election day.
It'll be
of
the
early
first
voting.
time.
It will be,
the first
hey,
time.
it will be because we now have new equipment to do that.
Okay. Like I said, your test
You'll
is
see.
November.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
And I like her. I want the record to, I do like her. She's a good girl. Right?
That's fun.
Well, I do, I like her.
You just like giving me a hard time.
I really do.
Okay, number 24.
23.
23, discuss and act order approving holiday schedule.
I don't know why we're approving this, because nobody goes by. I'm gonna say it again, I said it last year, I'm gonna say it again this year. You know, these offices, we're all working for the people of Trinity County. And these offices need to be open. And when we say that we're gonna have Christmas holidays on Wednesday and a Thursday, now y'all know good and well, ain't nobody gonna be there Friday. And they gonna be looking for Santa Claus on Monday and Tuesday. So, I mean, it's a joke.
It does look like the Christmas holiday is gonna be a problem since it's.
Sure it
on
is.
Thursday.
And nobody works on Friday over here. This is a ghost town on Friday.
I'm here on Friday, or Lisa's here on Friday in our office. It's always open.
Oh, okay, excuse me. You chuck a rock and a pack of dogs, the one that yips is the one you hit. I'm just saying, we do this every year, but we don't go by our own schedule. Our department is. So move.
Yeah, second.
All right. It wasn't gonna change.
I mean, you gotta work on Christmas.
Yeah.
That's a big act. I get what you're saying.
Just watch Christmas. Watch what happens Christmas. Monday and Tuesday we'll be hunting for that special deal.
I think there's a movie about
And
it.
then Tuesday we gotta go home to put the turkey in the
That's
thought.
what I was gonna ask, are you cooking turkey this year?
Yeah. Been doing it every year. All right, Judge.
Number
I just had to say what I had to say.
Yeah. Discuss and act on the tax roll receiving the Trinity County Appraisal District in accordance with property tax. We can't table this, we have to take care of it here. We'll make our election. You want our proposal, we could go out there.
They're anticipating on collecting 101%.
138%. Is that some delinquent added to that?
They already collect more than 100% of the tax.
It's gonna be, you don't explain that for me. It's, 0.539. That's what it was.
What is it?
It's a new way that they, my understanding, obviously I'm not with the appraisal district, but it's my understanding that they're required to show that calculation differently than in previous years, and that's accounting for those delinquent taxes. Yeah, pretty much that.
But it ends up at 0.539 is what we have to do it and to get
No, this is a different deal. This is a resolution for the property tax code.
This is what they're anticipating they're gonna collect.
Collect next year.
This is for the election.
Yeah, okay.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Right, we need to sign that, Judge. Here, I got one of that. Me and old Tommy's gonna do it first, how about that?
The holiday schedule also needs your signatures.
Oh, yeah, we're supposed to sign that too, Judge. I'm gonna go ahead and start. Miss Lisa Fox, that was done for Lisa Rogers since she's not here today. But I know she's watching.
She's texting me.
Don't bring her in.
No, sir.
25. We don't take this month an act of permission to no new revenue effective the voter approval rollback taxes for the year 2024. Any discussion on the information on the holiday? Let's go over here. All right, Judge. Okay, number 26, discuss an act. We didn't vote on this, so we need to vote on it. It's just, oh, it don't say vote. No vote meaning. No act. Okay. Okay, number 26, discuss an act of setting the proposed tax rate for 2024. Judge, we've looked at that sheet that you were talking about a while ago, and if we leave the taxes exactly where they're at, which is 0.539, we're gonna bring in $505,049. Personally, that's where I think we ought to be. I'll make that form of motion to leave that.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Judge, you need to sign this.
Yes, I'm happy to say that, in addition to all English.
Property values and other, we're gonna get a copy of those. Oh.
No, that's an alias. Okay, number 27, discuss the salaries, expenses, and allowances for elected officials. Number 27.
Discussion came up, several of them visited with me about keeping the distance between, just 1.5% like everybody else. So we keep the gap between elected officials and regular paid people. So that's, I've been approached by several of them, so I don't know how the others feel about it, but keeping
I feel
it.
the same way. We should have done it back when we had the salary survey, to have the elected officials on the same schedule. We've skipped about 3 times on elected officials, and we got back down to where we're right at.
Y'all did do the raise last year. Yes,
But it's 1.5%, keeping everybody the same.
1.5 should be right.
So, all elected officials are at 49.21.
With the 1.5, we did the 1.5, it'd be $735 added to that a year.
If we made it all 50,000, what would that do?
50,000 across the board, that would be
You gonna get $900, be more than that.
$979.
Yeah.
$979.
If you keep it 1.5% like everybody else, you just want the same.
1.5 would be $735.
Yeah, so it's 200 something like 50.
Round numbers, 50,000, that would be 980.
Whatever y'all think.
Now,
That would be a 1.99% increase instead of a 1.5%.
It'll be what, Warren?
1.99% increase versus a 1.5% increase.
1.9 instead of 1.5.
1.9.
If we went to the 50.
Yeah, if you leave it.
But another question comes up. That SB 22, where you've got the constables and the sheriff, would you not give it there, or you give it there too?
You have to get it across the board. Isn't that correct?
No. That ain't, that's a choice you make, I think. Am I right or wrong?
The state covers in
The state covers.
up to 75,000, is that what it is?
The sheriff is at 75,000, and the constables are at 45,000.
Yeah, they don't have anything to do with increasing the base salary, but they were elected officials. If you do one, then you do the other.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be?
There's other elected officials that make more than other elected officials. Right.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you and I are different than everyone else. And before when you got the Senate Bill 22 money,
So
he
we
was
can break
different.
that out.
I'm not saying you
From-
can't,
from
I'm
what
just
I-
saying they're different.
From what I remember when all this Senate Bill 22 was coming in, when we was hearing about it, is that you couldn't, instead of, how am I trying to say this? You can't rely on the state to pick up what everybody was going to get a raise for, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So if you want to do it across the board and then just cut out because SB 22, that SB 22 can cover the 1.9%, that can't happen. It's what I understood. I don't know if y'all remember that or not, the way it was told to us in court.
Is that correct?
It's my understanding that is accurate. You can't reduce your budget and fund that SB 22 money at the same time. So you can't be reducing that and just letting the SB 22 make up the difference. That will not qualify. That is my understanding of that as well.
So what do y'all think about going up to that 1.9 for elected officials to make all the 49.021 to 50, make it even 50, just for the other elected officials that's not making that, give them the same 1.9%. Because you got, Denny and Colton in there and all law enforcement.
I think it's a good idea.
Then exercise your right, make a vote.
I'll make a motion, we can do it across the board, that whatever that percentage is, to make it 50,000 and then add to the.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Discuss an act on setting the public hearing for September 24th for adoption of our budget.
Need a motion? So moved.
So that's the deadline we gotta have.
Yeah.
But we didn't have that last time. I've got to file something.
You gotta file that date.
I've got to file this week. Y'all can still change it, but this is.
Finalize.
Finalize it. I'll second.
It'll be the last time we'll be able to do
I make a motion, Tom second.
this. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
That's September 24th. Okay. Number 29, discuss an act public hearing September 24th on proposed tax rate 2025.
If we don't raise the tax, we still have to have the tax year?
I'm sorry.
If we don't raise the tax, we still have to have the tax year?
You get,
Okay. Fine with me, so move.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So moved. Number 30, want to take another little break?
Yes, sure do.
time? Okay, we'll bring it back, and we're working on the budget workshop, preparation for Trinity County budget. I went through and zeroed it out, like I said, for those raises that are, I'll look at it, see what everything. I have to file this in order to be able to finalize this month. Our next,
And most of our increase that we come is because of Social Security and insurance rising, and retirement and all of this. But, you know, as we're sitting here, $883 of about $882,000 increase from last year. The actual last year was 977.75 million.
inflation.
Yes, I know it hit us hard.
And, you know, Trinity County is actually about 27.2. The national average is 19.8
Yes.
here. In Groveton, Texas, if you add it up, it's 27.2% inflation.
Inflation rise, yes. I'm just looking at the bottom line. You know, when you get down to the bottom line, that's just exactly what it's going, you have to look at. And
Cost of goods is up.
yes, sir,
And the
and
cost of living.
insurance, like you said, Social Security, all of that is a big climb in all of this as well. I'm just trying to wrap up.
But y'all,
Which page, you know?
It's, like on 39, if you look, you have to, and then you come in and say that we're gonna take in 505,000 above what we did. So, you know, the factor, all the factors in with that, so.
Well, those salaries that we just approved, all of that's got to be updated, and then on top of that, your Social Security, retirement,
Yeah.
all of that. We need to have that all figured in, see how much that's gonna cost on the salary.
I have
It's gonna be
to,
like $300.
Now, is the employees already figured into this budget?
Yeah, that's
1.5?
1.5%.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's figured in already.
So, on page 23, that's the general fund, end of the general fund, correct? And it shows proposed budget, 8.9 million, 8,989,000. And amended budget for 23-24 was 8.32 million. So that's it, just with that budget up there, that's an increase of
Over
roughly $600,000. So, but we're only going to get 515 if I'm not.
505.
505. So we got to come up with another $95,000 if we're going to continue with this.
But this is his preliminary that he's got to file. We can amend.
I went back to do a look, I cut some things. And got it down to zero, but, like I said,
What'd you get down to zero? If you don't, I mean,
I got it where it all goes just like
well,
it's.
it's not going, it's going 8.9 million, and it was 8.3 million, we're only going to have 500,000.
Yeah, but if you take everything and you do, we got everything in there that everybody wanted. And then we took it away.
I know, where's the taking, this not the taking away?
Yes.
This one right here.
If you go to, this, that office across the street over there, that extra person, I bet that
It's still in there.
I know it, I understand, that's why I'm taking.
I'm saying this is not the, this is not.
Oh, it's not the
first
one.
That's not.
Okay, that's what our question was, but there's another one on 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not.
I got it where it will balance out except what y'all gave to that. I don't know what that figure is, because I don't know.
What about this $100,000 for the jail, or $140,000?
It's gotta be in, we put another line in there for that.
That's accounted for too?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you
That's
counted.
accounted for that. Yeah. You have to, I don't know what it's, I've never done one other than talk to one. I've turned that stuff over to the committee of people that y'all chose. And back when Doug Page and him was here. And I turned the drawing over to Benny. Benny's kind of ran by it. I'm sure he's gonna have a meeting next week to see if they're gonna approve that. If they do, then it'd be another step going. If they turn it down,
I see the 100,000.
They're just an advisory committee.
Right.
It's still gonna come back to this court to do the vote. The buck stopped here.
Yes, it's gonna come back, but we're supposed to be listening to that y'all's representative here on that board.
Sure am. I ain't heard nothing about no meeting, though.
Yeah. He's had it a week, but he's been in court all week. I'm sure he's gonna set it up. They got a drawing of it.
But here, Judge, this one here, where I'm gonna let you get right here on mine, okay? And, right in here. Is that still on, or is that? That's
Yes, I actually, what I've done on all the fire departments, I went through and added 25% to their, all their stuff. 25% across the board. And you can see
What page is that? I'm trying to find the part.
14.
Sure.
What did you say? 13.
No. Oh, no, I missed it, that's not 14.
It's all good.
No.
13, Mike,
Okay.
on public safety.
What we've done to be fair with it, this is what I run 25% on all fire departments. And that is including, I still got the budget.
It looks like, Judge, that this is the updated, but it has the 100,000, but where did y'all put the 100,000 from the?
It's on a separate line.
I don't see it on here, so.
It is.
I looked up the balance of departmental, and then also, we still got the district clerks full-time on here.
I don't, that's leaving.
But that's only 30,000, we're still out of budget from this.
And I done the JPs.
The JPs are out of here, I saw that, the JPs are already out of here.
Yeah, but if she didn't pull it out, I haven't looked at this over since I went up there. But it's, I've been running other numbers. But that, across the street, I went ahead and cut it out. That's the only way I can cut it. It was 30-something thousand.
Yeah, 30,000. From, looks like, know, the fire department's got cut out on us to 25%. That 100,000 got moved. The JP's got moved out here. The only thing that hasn't been moved out is the district clerk, full-time person, and that's only 30,000, and we would still be roughly 60,000 out of budget.
Yeah, we're not, we're responding here, but we budgeted it.
Hey,
You know how much we got left in continuance? Already? We have to have something put in continuance, because there's stuff that comes up every year, unbeknownst to us, that we have to pull from. Bonnie's always been good about.
She added money, that same amount of money that y'all been getting, and all of it is still in this budget.
Okay.
I just want to tell you that it's two places. And she found the money for that.
You talking about the reserve funds or something?
Yeah.
That's on page 17. It went from, it's taken down from, it was 150,000, and that's 100,000. Going to 100,000. So we're taking away 50,000.
Oh, yeah.
Page 17. From 150 to 100.
That's what we had last year, was under 50,
Yeah.
and this year we're going to do something.
Yeah, well, that,
100.
so that old younger, use 60 to 85,000, for that building. You know, when I fix that building underneath.
Mm-hmm.
Need a roof on this right now, but I'm hoping to get, I think I'll be all right for another year, but I'm gonna try to get it some kind of grant instead of fix this
Where
roof.
did where the horn go?
He had the same thing.
I wonder what the raises we just gave to elected officials.
That's what I said, I don't have that.
Roughly 2% across the board.
When I took all that out the other day and got through, I had less than $700 or $800. That's where I was, and I could make that work. 70,000, that's it. It was 700 and that was everybody getting everything they needed that we have, and that wasn't here all of us.
We're gonna have this finalized on the 24th.
I got a file.
Well, you gotta file this one, but we can still.
Yeah, oh, yeah, you can amend anything, but the next one, and y'all think we need to have a special one, we need to do this. If you want to do it, it's gonna be.
I think that we need to have one. Updated, we need an updated list, updated budget to show where you're talking about is going.
Yeah, well, the only thing that's different is that one.
Well,
You still
you still got to figure those raises
I
out.
don't have that.
No,
No.
we're going to have to get all of that figured in too.
So I'm gonna file one, and then we can change it to that last one if you want to do it. The last time we can meet is the 24th. Other than that, you need to have a special one before.
We've got one more court meeting before then as well.
Yes, I think we're.
There's one, the first court meeting in September, but we also, I think we, ever since I've been on the board, I believe we've had a special session for budget. At least one, if not two or three sometimes. But we definitely need to update it where you're talking about, you got there zeros out.
Yeah, when Denver got through it, they were at 0. I'm talking about on there, you may not, I still, yeah, let me look at this right here, because I wish Molly was thinking.
What are you gonna have to do with Randy, Danny? The new budget for us to look at.
That'll be Bonnie after.
We also need that bonding on the meeting as well.
Well,
Bonnie's gonna be down for a day or two with this COVID.
Yeah.
But this next week,
Yeah.
we could probably get together for just a budget.
Yeah.
We need to file it.
We could go ahead and file your preliminary, but we still need to meet and decide for sure on the final deal. So we're gonna have to cut something, you get face it up. We got to cut.
I think that's road bridge forward, y'all know that now? How will keep going?
Bonnie just texted me and said that she can get all this updated by tomorrow, and then we can set up hearing or special
Yeah, we should do it next week.
next week.
Yeah, what time? What day?
You know, that,
We got one on the Thursday.
Thursday is this Thursday.
yeah.
Thursday is this Thursday.
Yeah.
Right.
Monday, Labor Day,
Yeah.
so, what about next Thursday? Everybody be back in next Thursday, we'll do this Thursday, then we'll do next Thursday.
What are you coming at, 12?
Well, we
No, we'll get it.
I went to 24th.
Yeah, next week. 24th is on Tuesday.
Judge, you
Yeah,
won't be here.
can we, I won't be here.
Can we do it on the
Y'all
4th?
can do it.
Can we do it on the 4th?
What day is that then?
Wednesday.
We can do it on Wednesday.
Everybody around next
Or
Wednesday?
We can do it Tuesday, you want to do it Tuesday?
Sir, you won't be here Wednesday.
Huh?
You won't be here Wednesday or Thursday.
Tuesday? The day after Labor Day?
Yeah, here Tuesday.
Yeah. The day after Labor Day?
What date is that?
Third?
Third.
The third, y'all want to do it the third? Yeah.
Good with it?
Fine with me.
Steve, good with it?
Third, 9 o'clock.
When is this, next Thursday or this Thursday?
Tuesday, next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
This Thursday,
So be the third, we won't be,
talking about that subdivision stuff, get that.
yeah, that's what that's about.
Can we have it the same day that is?
No, you
No.
got to announce it.
Time.
Once you get it printed, we was printing it off, I mean, we was looking at it, we had to figure it out. What we done, we took the JPs off, we took that one hand off, across the street over there.
I think she also, that's what we said, we rolled over from last year.
Yeah.
I think that's how you got it zeroed out.
We had $200,000
Because, yeah. It's the same.
So we need a motion to adjourn.
And,
Y'all work real close and see if there's anything else you want to try to do. But we had it within $700-800, and that's just what I told you.
Why is Richard Steptoe's education school going up 155%?
I asked
Hired
her,
that new,
I asked him that last night.
he hired a new lady, he's got a trainer.
I asked him.
That's his education school, though.
I don't know the answer to that.
It's $5,500. And one more time, the JPs is getting out of line on their total budget. If you look at precinct 1 is 102, 911, precinct 2 is 99, precinct 3 is 98, precinct 4 is 105.
Precinct 4 staff again better, I guess.
Sorry?
I was just making a joke.
Well, they brought in less money than anybody else. Okay.
So we're